I'm Coach Miller and welcome to All Marine Fighter. Today, I have a message. Canelo Alvarez, just stop it, will you? Quit chasing after Dimitri Bivol. You can catch him later, okay? Nobody wants to see that fight right now. We all want to see you fight the monster that's in your own division, and his name is David Benavidez. Canelo had to fight John Ryder because he was a WBO mandatory. People, knock that, but look, when you're undisputed champion, you have a lot of belts, you gotta have a lot of mandatories. Everybody kind of knew that Canelo Alvarez was going to beat John Ryder, but he had to face him because he's a mandatory. That's kind of the setup and how the belts work, okay? But guess what? There's another monster in the division, another Mexican fighter that's a beast, and his name is David Benavidez, and he will just happen to be the WBC mandatory. Now think about it like this. If you truly care about legacy, you can knock off not only a WBC mandatory, but you can knock off a legacy shot all in the same time with David Benavidez. And you can do it in September. What a great fight that would be. A very well-selling pay-per-view, mind you. And look, when you are undisputed and you have 4 belts, each belt has a mandatory, okay? And usually you only have to fight one mandatory a year, usually. Now, if you have all 4 belts, that means each belt only gets one mandatory fulfilled every other year. That's kind of how they have this rotation. Well, you don't have much room to have voluntaries. So quit chasing after Dimitri Bivol. Bivol needs to go after Arthur Beterbiev and become undisputed there. I think Bivol can beat Beterbiev, but either way, no matter who wins that, imagine a future match if you clean out your own division and you go for undisputed at light heavyweight. What a great money fight that would be. But for heaven's sakes, you need to fight David Benavidez. You need to care about the people who are in your own division. Sure, there are lots of young dogs that are going to be coming up, and you can almost never clean out the entirety. Almost. Sometimes you can, but almost. You can't always clean out the young dogs. So there's always somebody looking to take the king's head, right? In a way. But look, you have guys like David Benavidez who have been in the division for quite some time, and you've chosen not to fight him. For legacy's sake, your legacy will not be sealed until you fight him. You fight him and or you beat him. And guess what? When it comes to mandatory fighters, look, sanctioning bodies like the IBF has already stripped you once at middleweight. They're not messing around either. So don't wait around for the IBF mandatory to come creeping up, because you may just have to fight another scrub just to be able to keep your belts. Do I want to see a rematch with Bivol and Canelo eventually? Yeah, I do. I think it'd be a very intriguing fight. But especially, let's just say Bivol loses to Beterbiev, I think it'd still be an intriguing fight because you get to reclaim a loss, right? But if Bivol becomes undisputed, imagine how big that fight would be. But later on, clean out your division, then you can avenge your loss, because Bivol is still young, and you can get him in a couple fights. So please, Canelo Alvarez, will you please stop it? If you like the content, go ahead and hit that like button, and be sure to subscribe, because we're always going to be putting out new content. Until the next time, stay motivated.